Hello everyone! So I will be showcasing my fan-made stuff of Don't Join Team Red, so I hope you all enjoy the showcase. So here we go. So first I will be talking about my early designs of a ghoul mech or a dreadnought. And I must say, I really loved the early design that I made back then, and still consider my favorite. I got the inspiration from a Chaos Dreadnought from Warhammer 40k, which I'm also a fan of, which also give me the idea to make a ghoul-like mech or a dreadnought in Don't Join Team Red, which I thought it would be a cool concept idea to add into the Don't Join Team Red universe. Alright, so now the ghoul mechs, their designs were based off from a Roblox TD game called TDX. Yeah, that's a weird way to get a design inspiration from a Roblox game, but when I was playing the game I saw some cool enemy designs, which are the Ravager, Striker, and Contemptor, which I found their designs really good, which give me the idea to make the right one the Ravager and the left one the Striker, but the middle one was the first fan-made ghoul that I ever created, and it's the only one that the idea came from Warhammer, but I'm still trying to come up with a name for all three of them, which I still haven't gotten to yet. Now time for their background. They would usually just stay in Yukon roaming around the woods. They would kill anything in sight like animals, ghouls, and mercs for sport, and they would occasionally look at burning bodies purely out of boredom, if not given any orders from their leader. They don't follow Redmond or view him as their leader. They see him as a small, old, foolish king that is too incompetent of his goal, and they would view that goal as worthless. They only follow the alpha of the first ever demon engines ever created by the ghouls. So next is supposed to be the fourth member of the three from early, but I just made him into a separate character instead. I wanted to make a stealth mech for his design, but I'm still planning on giving him more details on his lack of design, which is the same with my other ghouls characters that I made way back and wish to give them all a new design. This is Jumper. Wow, what an original, inspiring name that you came up with in your app. Judging by his name, he can jump across the air with his jetpack and crush his opponents with his two-hand hammer arms, but lacks any range weapon on his arsenal. I was planning on giving him more added detail in the future, but I don't want to overboard him with too much details. That will just make the design more slopey and too overly designed. So I'm hoping I could balance out of limited details and the design of the characters. This one is called the Mad Brute. His design also came from Warhammer 40k, and his design came from a Chaos Brute, which I loved how it turned out and how it looked, which made it my favorite second design. My only real problem with his design is the dead body inside his mech suit, which I feel like I need some more work on the corpse to make it more realism or more horror-like feeling of a dead body being used as a fuel source, which I may do it in the future. So this is my dollar store Reaper. So this is my version of the Reaper in Don't Join Team Red. The mech is still the same ghoul that got slimed by the main character's plot armor. He has 2 melee weapons on his arms, and 2 cannons on his shoulders, and a rocket whatever on his back. For his background, his soul was fused with an empty mech while being resurrected by accident. But for him, he doesn't really view that as torturous about his new body, which instead he started enjoying his new body that was gifted to him by accident. Now for these 2 little shits, I will start talking about the elephant in the room, which is clearly on the left. So this is the famous sentry girl for Gooners. So why did I think it would be a good idea to put a humanoid robot girl to a literal horror series that is supposed to be connected to another horror movie? I don't know, ask my brain department. But to be honest, I thought it would be cool or not to make her one of the ghouls, and how it would turn out. And to my surprise, I kind of cooked her design to well, in my opinion. I don't know, her design looks good, I guess. I am not a simp. I replace her left arm with a chainsaw for a hand. I thought it would be a good idea to make it feel more like a Reaper than a robot. Just more added details to the back and that's it. And just a small fun fact about her is when I unsubmaterial her in Gmod, her face will become this innocent, adorable-looking face who totally didn't murder a bunch of people for a machine to run on. And on the right is James. I don't know. I haven't really thought out of making lore or writing for all of my characters, sadly. It's because I'm too busy with something else. For this part, I will have to showcasing a lot of stuff to save time with no text-to-speech. So here's all the stuff that I made. First is Bob. What made you start making horror for TF2? When I first started making TF2 content, I used to make very cringy videos back then when I was 16. But then I began to have less viewers over time, which made me feel discouraged to make more YouTube videos over the years. But I still keep making videos for my small audience. But until I found the video of Don't Join Team Red, over time I began to loving the series because of how well it's made. I loved how the main characters act like they're human, but are clones. I also loved how creative the show can get sometimes, like Conqueror having 2 barrels, helmets saving lives, and custom sentries and a lot more. But as I kept watching, the back of my head gave me an idea. Why not make a fan made of Don't Join Team Red? Which I did, and I wasn't expecting a lot of attention to the video, but to my surprise everyone loved it. I didn't expect that you all would love the fan-made video. So from that on, I started having the courage to keep going with my work, and I started improving my work over the years. I'm really grateful that you all liked the video that I made, and I'm still happy about that to this day. So thank you all so much. Next is Fumega Studios, another fellow TF2 horror channel, and his question is, will your fan-made videos for Don't Join Red Team always be still photos, or will we also have live action? Just curious. Well, it depends on my skills to animate, which I'm not good at sometimes, but I will try to have some live action to my fan-made videos in the future, I guess. But for now, it will just be still photos for now, but we'll have some live action sometimes. Next on the list is Boredom938, and his question is, what do you use to edit Gmod videos? So first open an map to start, and then open the spawn menu by pressing Q, and then go to post-process. Now you can change the screen's view at any time. This is a very simple way that I, not so sure, edit the videos. Now for the video editing. I use Blender for all of my videos, but there are other editing tools that you can also use and doesn't have to be Blender most of the time. And here's another question from Fumega Studios again, and his question is, what is your fave merc in Don't Join Red Team? The blue cameraman. Now for Me Love Cheese 154 question. When did you play TF2? In my childhood years, I watched a lot of SFM videos and Team Fortress content on my free time in YouTube. I didn't know how to get the game back then, but once I'm old enough to figure out how to get the game, I begin to try it out. I played the game for a while until I stopped playing. It was a fun game, but it had problems, so I kind of stopped playing. and then I focused on Gmod. Until then, I haven't played the game since, for a long while. Now for my final part of the Q&A is going to be my thoughts and feeling to my fan-made videos. This is a personal saying to my fan-made videos, so here it goes. I feel like I'm disrespecting the original work of the creator's vision with my weird ideas to the canon lore of the series, which I feel like I'm putting too much random things to the story that isn't mine. Like the hand parasite from the A Puppets game, which I introduced them to the video, I feel like I just put in my made-up stuff to the story. It feels like they are a cheap knockoff of the server blight. I feel like people didn't really give me any real criticism to talk about, which I found it hard to get feedback from the audience. My least favorite fan-made that I made was Don't Join Team Red, A Puppets game, which I feel like it's a bit too much of how it turned out. It's like, hey guys, focus on my cool original main characters that I made by myself. And for the ending of A Puppets game, was a bit too much, I guess. It felt like there was too much that is going on, and who are these characters and what is their background and story, and what do they want? Why are they giving that sniper money at the end? It felt too much on both of the ending and the video itself. Now, for the mech ghouls and blue team's mechs. I feel like it's too overboard with bringing in mechs into Don't Join Team Red. We already have tanks in the series, and that's enough. Bring mechs to the series doesn't make any sense because they are still in the 1968 to 1971, or maybe more, which I'm still trying to figure out what year takes place, which also I'm trying to say is that they won't have the technology to make mechs for their army. Oh, and I forgot. This is